What is up? What is up, everybody? This is Merc the Mike, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I'm Merc the Mike. I'm joined by my tag partner, Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And shit ton of wrestling this week. And we always say that, but god damn. On Saturday, there was like three pay-per-views on, like, going on at the same time. And AEW having two shows at the same time.
A lot.
Yeah, so
Let me tell you.
yeah. I saw Matt Cardona get body slammed on action figures. That was hilarious.
Where was that
That
at?
was on NWA. He
Okay.
fought EC3 in a death match.
All right. Who won that?
EC3 retained.
I imagine it's because Matt Cardona's got stuff to do.
I say it was bullshit. He was cheated, and I
Okay.
and
All
I'm
right.
biased. I'm biased as fuck. I wanted to see him win. I actually really hope he actually makes his way to TNA because we got some surprising news and surprises like at the TNA pay per view and also um so yeah, I was very happy to see who I saw there. Like I was extremely happy to see who I saw there, and I'm happy because we also see them in New Japan as well. But when we get to it, we'll talk about it more. Um, but first, we always go to the wrestling retrospect. Last week you picked Raven, and you want
This
to kick it
is
off?
this is. What about me? What about the Raven? The first match I have was to find out what was the deal between Raven and Tommy Dreamer. So I watched. It says EC, ECW full match. Dreamer versus Raven won.
Nice.
In I don't know what do you call those asterisks? It says Beulah debut. Um, it does not have the date though. Oh yes, it does. ECW three-way dance, April 8th, 1995. I do not know much about ECW as I have said before.
Yeah.
So this is one of the few matches I have watched, and it was hardly a wrestling
Oh,
match.
they just hardcore matches.
True, but this one was less in the ring than most matches.
Yeah.
They were just fighting in the crowd, fighting in the fans, fighting outside the ring first, going in the crowd, coming back in. You get to have there's a bit of misdirection, I guess. I do not understand. I did not understand at first why Stevie Richards was with Beulah, and he was basically like talking to her. I guess telling her what was going on, and because she just looked like a she didn't look confused.
Yeah.
She just looked extremely uninterested.
Okay.
Um, but as the fight raged on with Dreamer and Raven, uh, one of the cool things I did notice, and I guess this was the ECW thing, was when there was a hardcore match, the fans would bring weapons,
Yeah.
and bruh, there was no shortage of chairs, cheese graters, construction signs, signs that I think guys stole off their job, which I think is even funny. Hey Jim, you seeing the stop sign? Nah, man. Nah. Meanwhile, that sign is on ECW hitting Tommy Dreamer in the head. So that part I found interesting and pretty funny.
So
Then the match.
fun fact
Hmm?
with that. That's where WCW NWO game actually got the weapons from the crowd. It
Okay.
was inspired by ECW.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Um, but eventually, here's where the trickery came in to win the match. Uh, I did not know that they were a team, so this was a surprise. So Stevie Richards starts telling her, about something. She doesn't seem to agree. He kisses her. She slaps him in the face, and then he starts Homer Simpson strangling her. What Tommy G was in the ring? That I guess this is what you're supposed to figure out that they're together. He freaks out. He catches a super kick from Stevie, a DDT on the concrete, and that is how he loses the match. So he got tricked. He was bamboozled
Nice.
because Stevie wasn't actively with Raven. He was out there separately.
Yeah.
So you didn't. Again, I guess if you're watching the story, you didn't know that they were on the same team. Ba- So
So
it seemed very convoluted,
yeah,
but this is part one.
yeah. There's part two, and then I think a part three that
Yeah,
you
I didn't
eventually
go
get
too
to.
far, but this was entertaining enough.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So I was looking for his ROH stuff, the little shit that he did with Punk, and then I found other things that he did that was very interesting and weird. I don't know what date this match is because I'm even looking at Cage Side and I can't find it. But it looks like his run in TNA that this happened. This is a Clockwork Orange match. Clockwork Orange House of Fun match. This is Raven versus Sandman, and you have this guy Kevin Sullivan as a referee that has painted stripes on himself and a bow tie that says violent on his chest. And he's the referee of this match. And it's what it is. It's a hardcore match. There's a lot of blah blah. There's a lot of blood. This is when TNA also was it 600? No, this wasn't a 600 ring yet. So this was a four corner ring. Um, Raven was still like in a great shape. So basically, this probably definitely after his WWE run, and he went to TNA. He fights Sandman. It's a very bloody, very crazy match. It has chains on hanging off of the rafters. It has kendo sticks. It has weapons galore. And it's and then you just have Kevin Sullivan just following the match and just looking at what they're doing. He's not even counting. He's just like just watching. Um, it goes into a hardcore aesthetic, but then you had a bunch of run-ins and clear-ins that Raven line up getting jumped, and then he had a crew that jumped other people, and it landed up in a whole big conglomerate of shit. And Raven wins this match. Scotty Tuhati was in this match as well.
As himself?
Yes, he came and jumped Raven
What?
with. He came and jumped with Raven with David Flair. I think that's David Flair. That is David Flair. He came in with David Flair, Crowbar, and Scotty Tuhati,
Oh,
and they
that
jumped
was
him.
that was the WCW crew. It's Crowbar and
Yeah,
David Flair.
but
Yeah.
this was in TNA,
Okay. All
so
right. Well,
that's what
I guess
happened.
they still knew each other. All right.
Yeah, so that was my match number
That
one.
makes more sense than a lot of the stuff you said about that match.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was kind of diluted. It was a lot of shit going on, and I still don't understand the match when I watch. So I'm still like wondering what happened. But there's a lot of blood and a lot of hardcore stuff. So there you
The second one I have also is EC. Let's see if they have the date. He says ECW Raven versus Sandman. No, they don't. They do not have a date for it. This is definitely 90s Raven. Obviously, young face, not all scarred up. No paint, obviously. He is the champion of ECW, apparently,
go.
and
Okay,
Sandman has stolen his belt.
good.
And so Sandman, oh my God, did he never not look like a drunk uncle?
No, he's always a drunk uncle. Even
Jeez,
in his rookie photos, he still looks like a drunk uncle. He just looked like he cleaned up for the photo.
Jesus, he looks like drunk Uncle Supreme here. The obviously this is not one of the videos that has the best quality.
Yeah.
It is on, let's see, Joe Callis YouTube,
Okay.
Kallas. If you want to see the video, I do like his merch though, where it's just the black shirt with him holding up the kendo stick.
Yeah.
That's a pretty iconic image. Um, so yeah, it's not really a match. It just turned into one, but then there was no ref, so it was basically just a fight in the ring, and it was that was more interesting than I think it should have been. How this beatdown and this uh basically a call out that worked. But
Did Sandman do his whole thing going into the ring? Did he have
no,
his
he
full
was mad.
entrance?
He
Oh,
was mad as hell, and he jumped him with the belt.
oh,
Like it
okay.
was. This is one of the few times where it just seemed more personal.
Oh, okay.
But didn't look into it. I know the reason, and I think going into it, I think this is supposed to be after Raven had went to Sandman's home or something. Like you see, there's a picture
Okay.
that they have from the video of him talking trash about Sandman, literally about his wife and kid. Like your wife left you, I'm a better man. Your son left you, I'm a better father.
Yeah.
And he said you have no championship. I'm the better wrestler. So he tore him down, but I guess it was in universe very personal. So it's just a fight. I don't know where the area is. It is not the typical ECW arena. I don't
Okay.
think. Still right up in the fans. Maybe not even 5 minutes in.
Okay.
It was it was just violent for the sake of violence. I'm not saying it was a good match, but it was ECW.
There you go.
And Raven got his belt back.
There you go. He got his belt back. That's
He got
what
his belt
matters.
back.
He got what stole was stolen from him.
And again, also I don't. So maybe you could tell me. Do you know anything about the BWO?
The BWO, yeah.
Like what was their actual purpose? I only remember seeing Blue Mini with the shirt on. That's all I remember.
So I think the Blue World Order just became a joke. It was more just making fun of what NWO was and everything like that. Like Nova looked like Hogan. Stevie was supposed to be like Shawn Michaels and Diesel together, and then the other one, and he had the Blue Meaning. So they're
So
just hardcore jokesters and shit.
okay, so they had a. I guess this is a part of the show. They had an area in the arena that was like the Blue World Order hangout.
Okay.
That was I think it's like the Judgment Day clubhouse.
Okay.
I'm not lying.
Nice.
It's like a little back room in this big ass venue, and they had like a little sign written in like crayon. Is very like this is kind of like you said. This supposed to be a joke,
Yeah.
but the joke was mid fight he threw Raven threw Sandman in the clubhouse, and Sandman came out the clubhouse with the BWO shirt
Nice.
for the rest of the match. He had that on. Yeah, that's about. It's just a beatdown, but if you watch it, it's sure to have enough things to make you laugh. Maybe for the right reasons. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. What to say about this?
All right. Let me get the date of this match if it's here.
All I have to say is 2 for 3 on ECW matches, and I can't tell you that this holds up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So my next match also don't have a date. It does have a kind of a time frame. This is probably early. This is probably early 2000s. Probably like 20 like 2008, 2000 or like yeah 2008 2009 depending on when CM Punk was in ROH because they don't have a date here. This is also a Clockwork Orange House of Fun match. This is also more structured than the one that I saw on TNA because this one actually had a full cage and a bunch of hardcore stuff in the match. It's CM Punk versus the Raven. And the winner of the match. So the way you won this match is that you had to put the person on a crucified X, and that's how you won. So other than the match, this match was actually a bit more violent. This is actually more of a match as well because again, this is not Sandman that just swings things. He actually CM Punk's actually wrestles, so they actually had some of a great wrestling match during this match. A nice even flow from the top rope, which was kind of killer on what was more on Raven landing on his back, but it looked sick. Um, CM Punk finds a way to win. He actually ties him to the crucifix and they sacrifice him and all that shit. But there's always shenanigans also with I think it was Colt Cabana that helped him win the match.
Okay.
History there. Huh.
Hmm.
Um, Raven loses. CM Punk wins, and he got crucified on a X.
Did they give him a crown of thorns as well?
No, they did
Because I
not.
think I don't. Oh, they did.
It was
Okay.
bob wire all over his body though.
All right. That's probably what I saw. All right. And let's see. The last one I have is short and sweet. It is Raven versus Maven, and I thought that would be funny.
Their names rhyme.
It was a typical hardcore match. Maven was the champion. He came out. It is also since it's been such a long time, you forget that Maven had mad fans. Like they had still. It was like the end of the era where signs were still one of the most prevalent thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you see, just mad. I love Maven sign. I'm like, I forgot about people used to
Yes,
be into Maven.
they used to.
Uh, he didn't really do anything in this match except get his ass kicked. They had like a run in from Tommy Dreamer, which I guess it was because obviously the history between him and Raven,
Yeah.
but also because hardcore rules. So in the middle of a 3 minute match, Tommy Dreamer comes in to break up a pin, which is
Yeah.
hilarious. And then Raven takes advantage of that tiny little distraction and even flows him, and it's a wrap. So Maven loses his championship to Raven.
Oh, shouts out to his Ravens WWE theme too. That shit was fire.
I don't even really remember it, and I couldn't hear it when he was coming to the ring with the trash cans
Oh, okay.
and the shopping cart.
It's a good theme. You should definitely check it out. It was on
It was also the which spot? Which
it was off of Forcible Entry.
no, I don't have that one.
That was like the heavy metal one. That also the Canadian one had the slow chemical. But they had the Benoit from Our Lady Peace and shit like that. But that one was a good theme. Definitely check it out.
I don't. I also don't remember. Didn't remember that this was the time when the baking sheets had baking powder on it. So when you got hit with it, the smoke came off of it. Ah, there were little touches and flourishes. I would just say in wrestling this time that I think they need to bring back stupid stuff like that. Like why does the baking sheet have powder on it? It was in the kitchen. It was in the
That's
kitchen.
it's a baking sheet. It was being used, and they were like, "Yeah, we need this for the match." But I'm
Hmm.
using it.
Yeah. Also, just when you look at the cart with the weapons, it kind of makes you laugh. It's like, why is there a fishing net in it? What the man? Wrestling was such a.
Yeah.
It was that was modern. No, it was 2002. So that's modern. Pretty much modern wrestling.
Yeah.
Man, they threw garbage to the wall and it stuck. That's all.
Yep. That's what they did. Um, my third match will be Perry Saturn versus Raven in a Ravens Rule match, 1998 Fall Brawl. This was when Raven was kind of going on his own and he was leaving the flock. Raven's flock also coming into play in this match. Also, Chris Canyon was also in this match trying to interfere and stop Perry Saturn from winning. Because if Perry Saturn won, that meant Raven's flock is no more. If Raven won, the flock will stay together. And Perry Saturn actually wins this match. He takes it, but without the shenanigans, you had Lodi, you had Chris Canyon, you had Horace, wherever his fucking name was, the big one. I don't know his name, but he came in, and then Kidman. Actually, Kidman was not in the group at the time. So, um, good match. It was a fun match. Also Perry Saturn was very underrated, and I think he never got his flowers when he was actually really good. And yes, so that would be my last match. All right, we go
I
to.
didn't learn anything.
You didn't learn anything.
I didn't learn anything.
He did a lot of hardcore matches, and he had a lot of Raven Rule matches.
Yeah, what I saw wasn't great.
Yeah,
The 3 minute match with Maven was like the best match.
Yeah, he does have some good ones, and also he was a TNA champion for a while, so he does have some good.
He has accomplishments.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we go to the week in wrestling. Just to kick off from Monday Night Raw, uh, we had an opening segment with Drew McIntyre, and CM Punk made his way to the ring. They both have shared some words against each other. Scotch Warriors being very angry. I thought he was gonna beat him up.
He ate that boy alive.
Yeah,
Sit down, Phil. Sit down. You gonna get hurt. Don't do it.
I'm all for this match. I would like to see this at Royal Rumble if they actually bring
I hope he kicks him so hard.
it. This is
That's
for
all I want.
everybody.
I just want Drew to kick his head off. That's all I want.
Really good promos, really good setup. I actually really enjoyed it. And then we kick off our first match. We have Ciampa versus Finn Balor.
A solid match. But this, you gotta remember, the setup for the match was our truth. Our truth made this match last week,
Yep.
or got this match made by calling Finn Balor a chicken.
Yeah. He said he wasn't chicken, so he got the fight. Our truth is good for the team. I'm just saying. It's keeping you on your toes.
Hmm.
And shout outs to our truth having the number one T-shirts.
Not just number
Oh,
one.
and
You
two.
can't even buy it. It's sold out.
Yeah.
Those shirts are sold out.
Number one, number two, and he beat out CM Punk on merch.
He beat out everybody.
Hmm.
And like I said, you can't. I don't know if maybe this week you probably can, but you can. As of the weekend, you could not buy that shirt.
I
Those two
pre-ordered
shirts.
the one with all of them on it.
Okay.
I got that one. But I pre-ordered it when I first saw it, and I was like, damn, I want
Hmm.
that. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, we got Kofi Kingston versus Luke Kaiser. This also has story elements into it. He was pretty much for Gianni Vinci. They took him out, so he decided to take out Kofi. Why you gotta do that for? Why you be so mean? That's fucked up. I don't like that. Very biased with the New Day. So anytime they hurt the New Day, pisses me off. But he
It
got his
did.
ass
I
kicked.
thought it was. I thought it looked good though.
Yeah, it looked really
It
good.
looked vicious.
They're really good.
We got some. We got some stuff going for Ludwig Kaiser. So let's see where it goes.
I hope Biggie comes back and whoops your ass.
This is true. This is true.
Yes. And puts a pancake from his drawers into your mouth.
I mean, it's COVID times. I think they can't do that no more. Can't do
He was still giving pancakes to his tights.
that. I'm just making. They're gonna take him off TV. They gonna. The network's gonna keep like, sorry, we can't.
We have got Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. They fight Chelsea Green and Piper Nevins in a tag team championship rematch. Um, really good match. Kaden Carter, Katana Chance win. And
I'm
also,
surprised they didn't know. Nobody came in. I thought there'd be some because Chelsea was promising a win. I thought there was gonna be shenanigans, but apparently not.
yeah,
Okay.
it was good. It was good. You also had everyone watching the match civilized backstage. That was kind of weird to me. Everyone was just like just chatting, like, "Hey, we're just watching it together." And like, yeah, don't y'all all hate each other? Snuff each other, yo. But they watched the match and everything like
No,
that.
it's not NXT.
I think everyone should fight each other. They don't like each other.
They're more civil there. That's all.
Yeah. I will shout out. Well, before this happened, that Nia Jax had came out with a promo, and her and Rhea Ripley had stage words as well. I actually really enjoyed that as well. That was actually pretty good.
Hmm.
I like
Set
where
that up.
I like what Nia's doing. Good
This
for
is true.
her. The Miz versus JD McDuggan. Big good match.
Well, I know this came after the best promo of the week,
Yes.
maybe of the year.
Damn it, that was the picture I should have put up. I forgot to put up the baby
Live,
picture.
laugh, and love, and the judgment.
That shit was
That's it.
hilarious.
Shut it down. Shut down wrestling. That's it. It ain't getting no better than that.
That
The
was
amount
part.
of
Yeah.
work they put in there when look, they didn't have to just do the photoshops when they put the little video of our truth with Rhea. That was it. That was it. He's down there reacting. I was like, oh my god, they went all in. Jesus,
That shit was hilarious.
this is how you do a segment for somebody. I'm
Yeah.
just saying. I'm just saying. If you go all in, they went all
Yeah. This was hilarious. I again,
in.
I
JT gotta go.
JD gotta
Sorry, JT, you
go.
gotta go. You gotta go.
This has been hilarious. That whole video was hilarious. I watched it a couple times. I That was one of the pictures I was gonna put as the main cast. I put the TNA hard kill, but the baby picture was supposed to be the main picture. Maybe I put the cover up, but shit was hilarious. Shit had me rolling. He was there for everything. When he was born, he told the doctor he's gonna be in the judgment day.
The judgment day. What? All right.
I think he's
Baby
like
and with the beard. Okay. Okay.
baby. Oh, it was great. Miz wins. That was actually a fun match as well.
Yep. Just
Uh,
saying. Everything's coming up Judgment Day thanks to
yeah,
our truth.
yes. You got Ivar versus Otis. Good match.
Yeah. I mean, I know Jinder had something to say.
Oh, that was before this. Yeah, they keep putting shit. All right. Yes. So
Had something.
Seth Rollins, Jinder Mahal, they're gonna fight next week.
Don't hinder the gender. Yes, sir.
Yeah. You know, I'm happy that he's getting the attention now. Fuck it.
Yeah. My question is, why is Industry not well? What happened? Are they hurt?
It's they like it's one or the other. You take them or you go by yourself.
Yeah. Like I don't understand.
I don't know.
Like The Rock shouldn't have been able to put his hands on him. He should have got dealt with by freaking this John Lasanga. Like, come on, man. What are you doing?
Maybe he forgot how long it took him to get to Raw.
No, no, no. That was the other guy. That was
He
yeah.
got them lost.
Yeah, I guess once again, Via's GPS don't work.
Yep, he got them lost. That's right, they were in there. Good promo between the two. I'm actually looking forward to that match tonight.
I don't care. I want Jinder to take Seth's belt. I'm tired of this. It's all right. Oh well. Don't hinder Jinder. I said
Yes.
it.
They also we have Ivar Otis, very good match. Ivar wins with the spinning wheel kick.
Yes, sir. Good stuff.
Then we got Cody Rhodes versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Very good match. Got some
Are
ninja
they
play
done
and all.
though?
I
This
don't
is
think they're
my
done.
because it just keeps going. It hasn't escalated to a point where I'm afraid for somebody's life yet,
Yeah.
but the more weapons you let Shinsuke get, the worse it is for you. That's all
No,
I
let
gotta
him
say.
get them nunchucks.
Cody
That's
got
it.
hit, got hit in the head with a nunchuck.
You can't let him have the nunchucks. Nunchucks will fuck you up. Very good match. I thought it could have been either way. I thought Nakamura could have took the win if he would have cheated with the miss. But then again, they sold it too. They sprayed the cameraman, no, the timekeeper in the face.
The time. Yes.
Shouldn't have been talking shit. That's what he gets.
Isn't he
Sadly.
somebody's kid? Isn't that like Vader's son or somebody like? That's just somebody like legacy wrestler. That's their kid.
I don't know who it is, but good for the ass.
I forgot. I forgot.
I,
It's some legend. I forgot.
oh, I didn't know that. Monday Night Raw, where you give it?
I'm giving it an A. I'm giving it an A plus. You already know why.
Yeah,
They basically have promo segment of the year, as far as I'm concerned.
yeah. I will say that would be my highlight for the next year coming up. But Monday Night Raw was really good.
And I'm
I'll give it A.
and, and nothing was bad. I felt like I thought Drew came out there and murdered that man. Don't play with that. Don't play with Drew. That's all I gotta say. Don't play with him. Um, I felt Jinder Mahal needs to be the next WWE champion just to shake things up. Sorry, Phil. No championship for you. And everything else was good.
Yeah, the thing was good. I enjoyed it. All right, we go to NXT. NXT, we kick off with Nikita Lyons versus Belair Davenport. They started fighting before they got there,
As they should.
and they
Why
end
not?
up fighting some more. The Blair Davenport wins, and it was solid. It was solid.
I, I, it shouldn't. Well, obviously, it shouldn't be over then.
Yeah,
I
she
think
did.
at the, I think, I guess at the next. What is the next live event for NXT? Have they said the name of it
I
yet?
think Stand Deliver. No, I think they have one before that. I think that there's one with Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah. The Valentine's Day one. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So they should definitely have some type of match, some type of grudge match.
Vengeance Day. There you go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, definitely now. Paul Vengeance Day. Yeah.
Yep.
Please.
Gonna beat
So
your
they
ass.
should definitely have a grudge match at Vengeance Day.
There you go. Dusty Classic. Match one. Gallus versus Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin. I actually like the team. It reminds me of him and Rhino teaming up in their first Dusty Classic. So I'm all for it, and I thought they made a great team. I enjoyed it.
That was meat the match basically.
Yeah.
Good to see him.
Yep.
Braun Breaker wearing those numbers. He wearing the Steiner man. That's what you call that one.
All right.
So
You got
good stuff.
Lola Vice teasing, challenging Leah Valkyrie for the title until Taylor Paxley makes the save. Good for her.
Well, I know we had whatchamacallit scrapping. Josh Briggs had a scrap
Yes, that was after
with
this
Minso.
match.
Gotcha.
We did have the first part of the Tiffany Stratton day at the farm.
Well, it was only supposed to be one day, 24 hours or so. I think that the deal was 24 hours.
Okay. So this is
So
part
they
one.
probably broke it up into yeah.
Yes. This is the first segment that you saw her come in with the pink cowboy suit, and then she started doing things, and yes, and then you got the
It's,
rest of it,
it's
and later on the day, it was hilarious.
pretty good.
She did great. Then you had Josh Briggs versus Oral Mensa. That was a good match, and Briggs wins.
Yes, sir.
Uh, what else we got? We got the NXT Tag Team Championships, the Family versus OTM.
So I know that this was because of whatchamacallit, right? So this is the result of who was the one that made it? Chase U making the deal
Yeah,
with Scripps, and so these guys got the championship opportunity. It was solid, but again, they're new. They'll need time.
yeah.
It'll be a little bit. I'm not. I'm a little upset at the lack of scripts. Like he didn't really do too much in the match.
No, Rizzo did it.
Yeah, I'm like that's my kind of disappointment with this match. Like I wasn't expecting to be a barn burner, but like was expecting some shenanigans.
Yeah,
So that's about my only disappointment.
and then Jada Parker picked them up in their car. They need to get so we don't see what happens with that. We had Cora Jade versus Gigi Dolan. This ended. Jade won, but there was a oh no, there was an injury outside of in the house show, so Jade got hurt in the house show. But
Who?
this was an
You said?
okay match.
Wait, who you said?
Cora Jade, yeah,
Oh, Cora Jade. Oh, damn. Oh, that sucks.
yeah, she got hurt in the house show. So let's see how she. I think
Well,
she
they
might.
had the match here, so this is what pre-recorded. So
Yeah, yeah,
she's out next week, I guess.
yep.
No, it's not pre-recorded. Isn't Tuesday live?
No, no, Tuesday's pre-recorded.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, okay match. They have the Dusty Classic, Nathan Frazier and Axiom versus Hank Walker and Take Ledger.
Hank and the Tank.
Hank in the Tank versus Frazier and Axiom.
It was solid. I mean, now he's finally wrestling like he knows what he's doing. So it doesn't look as awkward. Obviously, he's playing a character, but
Yes,
so this is actually a solid wrestling match. I do like the tag team of Axiom and Frazier, so
yes.
we'll see where it goes.
I want to see Frazier get a mask.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that.
And then our main event was Lexus King versus Dragon Lee for the North American Championship. Dragon did defeat King, and then Femi cashed in his contract and took out Dragon Lee for the North American Championship. So we got a new champion.
Must I say again, he's Batman.
Yep, he had the yellow this time.
He's literally wearing yellow and black.
Yep,
Like that's why he lost. He thought he was Batman. He tried to go up against Bane, and it didn't work.
yeah, Ray broke his back. There you
Yes, sir.
go.
There it was. Yep.
NXT, where you give it?
I'm gonna give it a B plus. It was solid, and I see that the focus on the new people. So we'll see where it goes.
I'll go B. There's some good stuff. There's some things that could have been better, but it was a decent show. AEW Dynamite. We have kickoff with Hangman Page versus Claudio Castagnoli. Good match.
They was beating each other's ass, and that's what you want. I like it. They were swinging for the fences.
Yep, it was good. A good match. Good way to start the show off. Then you went to an 8-man tag. You had Orange Cassidy, Dustin Rhodes, Adam Copeland, and Preston Vance versus Lance Archer, Brian Cage, and the Gates of Agony. You know who won this one.
Yeah, I know. It's the putty team.
This
It's
was
Goldar and the putties,
yeah.
basically.
This was for the memory
That's what
of
Lance
Brody
Archer
Lee.
is. Lance
Yeah,
Archer is Goldar
yeah,
because he gets a few bodies, but they're never significant.
yeah. That is
What is
true.
going on, man? They got these guys that if they just let them do something, they could be killers,
Yeah,
and they just
they don't
throwing
let
them
them
to
kill.
the
They don't let them kill.
man.
I had little issues with these just because it was a Brody Lee memorial match, and you had one person from the Dark Order.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of sad.
Yeah,
What's not hating on Sting, but what's he got to do with Brody Lee?
I don't even think they crossed paths. Stings and
What's he
Woods.
got? I know that they knew each other and were as close as you could be, but like him and Adam Copeland weren't like best of friends,
Yeah.
right?
Actually, no, they were close, and when
No,
they
no,
went
I'm
in
not
WWE.
saying
Yeah,
I'm talking about not like him and the closest of the people that you know
yeah,
are
yeah.
were his. It's like that.
I just say
Such a weird
100%.
decision of people to put in that match on the good guy side
Yeah, yeah,
when they could have just used the Dark Order for that match.
yeah, yeah, 100%. They had the whole Dark Order there. They're still together, right? So like you could have easily used them, but they did not get used. And then
And then I think people brought up the fact that the last thing before this match that Preston Vance had did as a character was like throw negative one's mask away or something
yeah,
like
he
that.
like
So I'm just like,
he ripped the mask of Mega Negative One. Ripped
so
his mask
again,
off. Yeah,
and then obviously he's Peligro or whatever it is. So what? Why is he on that team?
yeah,
I was confused.
yeah. I was confused, and you kind of had the same thing with Anna Jay later on too, because she went babyface too, and now she's a babyface randomly.
I, I, no idea.
I know.
No idea.
He just did a big show. Um, Match was okay. It was nothing special.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was just very, very, very predictable.
Yeah. AEW champion Samoa Joe promo, and you also got he got interrupted by Swerve Strickland, Hangman Page, and Hook doing a bat signal.
Now, all the drama aside, the fallout of this and people trying to hinder gender
Yeah.
and Hook get caught in the crossfire, I would like to point out one thing that I heard from Busted Open. I agree with it. And it was Bully Ray saying, I don't think that three grown men should have been up in Samoa Joe's face.
Yeah.
I think after Swerve did it, he should have palmed the next two people. It should have just been a fight.
Yeah.
You only get one chance because you, and I tell you why it makes sense for him to have attacked these men because of what he had just said. he just he stood there, had a diatribe for about 5 minutes about I'm not letting nobody tell me what to do. You ain't gonna come out here in my ring and tell me when to put my title on the line and all that. You
And
have to show me pedigree.
and then everyone was telling him where he's gonna put the title on
Exactly.
the line.
So what the heck?
You
I,
just lied to
I don't know how.
us, Joe.
So so it's just like your first state of the address. They got you looking like a bum out there, Joe.
Yeah.
They don't care what you say.
And that coat.
So that just sucked to me. Like I thought the promo was great, but the actions
Yeah.
kind of just spit in the face of everything he said. So you wasted my time. Hook
Uh.
looked cool though, because
Yeah.
Hook had the hook signal, and the picture of Joe looking up at the hook signal. I think that's badass. But I think the entire moment was ruined by you just disrespecting his speech. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Same. Sammy Guevara versus Ricky Stark. Solid match. Ended it uncharacteristic because they line up shaking each other's hand, but then again, it was a plan because Big Bill
He's a good
came and,
guy.
and jumped on.
Well, yeah, I would say that Sammy's technically a good guy, so I get it.
Yeah, but Ricky Stark had
It's
plans. That's
also
why.
a Daily's Place match, so I get it. It's got those are Daily's Place kids. I'm not mad, but like you said, a little funky at the end.
Yeah. But then again, at least Big Bill jumped him in behind, so he was like shaking his hand, holding him until he got
Yes,
jumped. So at
yes.
least they did that. Match was okay though.
Hmm.
Eight women tag match. You had Anna Jay, Chris Statlander, Willow Nightingale, and Thunder Rosa versus um, Sky Blue, Saraya, Soho, and Hart. Same thing.
I told you my feelings before the match was it even happened. I was like, oh wow, look, it's all the girls on TV
Yes.
in one match.
Yes. No surprises, no anything like that. At least Thunder Rosa made her dynamite return.
I will say the it didn't make sense, and I'll tell you why. Because shoehorning Soraya into the match, shoehorning Soraya and Soho into the match, I think did a disservice to the whole tribute to Daly's Place because I thought the purpose was to put the Daly's Place wrestlers that held it down
Yeah.
in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Soraya and Soho were not Daly's Place wrestlers in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, I'll say Soho.
He wasn't a Daly's Place wrestler.
Yes, she was. She started towards the ending.
Are you sure she was
Yeah,
there?
cause
I don't remember her being
she
there.
met she fought Britt Baker there.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
I'll
I'll
say
let her
Soho.
slide.
Yeah, I'll say Soho, not Saraya.
Yeah, and Soraya wasn't there in
Yeah,
the Harrow.
you could have put Nyla Rose in that match. You could have put
She could have put Nyla
Riho in
Rose in
that
that match.
match. Cheetah in that
Willow
match.
didn't belong in that match.
Willow didn't belong in that match. Cheetah,
So yeah, she'd have definitely belonged in that.
Cheetah,
You know,
Thunder, Britt, um, shit,
is Britt?
Rebel.
Is she hurt, or is she
No,
just doing
they just
ditches?
not having her on TV right now.
So she wasn't the devil. She's not in tribute matches. It's like what
Nope, she's just
is
home
happening?
doing people's teeth.
All right, all right.
Yeah. So
Doing
yeah,
what you gotta do.
I agree with that. Like I feel like the people that Taya couldn't because she just had a baby. But if you think about like the people that were this was the anniversary of Daily Place and things like that, and like a homecoming kind of thing. Yeah, you could have put more of the people that actually were definitely wrestling there. So Soho, yes, I will say she was in the back end of it.
And there was a lot of girls that they didn't use right or they didn't make them stars yet
Yeah.
that they still could have went back and had them there. I mean,
I would say maybe three or four. So I will say Velvet, Red Velvet. You could put her in there.
Red Velvet is 100% somebody who should have been in there
You could
because
have
she got
put
a mess.
yeah. You could have put
That's
her in it. You could have put shit Rebel, Britt Baker.
and so there's another saga with that,
Yeah,
and I'm kind of sad because I'm a Rebel
yeah,
fan, but like she keeps saying like she wants to show up.
yeah,
What are they doing with that women's division, bro?
yeah,
It's trash.
yeah,
And I don't mean the talent, the handling of it. You gotta take it away from these guys.
yeah,
They suck. You
yeah,
gotta get a woman to fucking. You gotta get a woman to be the head of that division because these guys don't know how to do it.
yeah,
And if you're telling me there's some lady back there that she's the soup, then she's a bum too.
yeah.
Sorry, it's it's just looking like they don't. There's no consistency at all.
No, I agree with that. I agree 100%
Even
with
for a
that.
tribute event, it's like,
Yeah,
do you not know who worked there during the time?
yeah,
Like, damn, you ain't got the pay stubs for these people.
yeah. We
Jesus.
named like four people that could have easily been in that match during that time period.
Yeah, and just odd, just very odd.
Bounty Hunter Brian Keefe versus Roderick Strong. Strong wins.
That's what he
Solid
got to do with
match.
Daly's place,
Yeah. They just
huh?
adding matches. I don't know. I don't care for the Kingdom. I really don't. Like it's not. It's not winning with me. I'm sorry. It's just not.
They're not doing anything significant
Yeah. I don't care.
since the end of the pay per view. Where has their impact been?
Nowhere. They get their ass kicked like everyone else.
And they have regular matches
They win
apparently.
matches, but then they get puttied.
No, no, they have regular matches.
Yeah.
It's not about them winning. You can still be dominant and lose because shenanigans or what happened, or you got caught cheating.
Yeah.
But they're not dominant. Where's the dominance?
No, there's none.
Where's the fear? I should be afraid that Warlord's gonna power bomb me through the mat if I challenge somebody from that faction, right?
Yeah.
Like,
He's
hey,
scared of
bro,
hair gel.
it ain't working right now. It ain't, a lot of things ain't working over there.
He's scared of hair gel.
Yeah, but it's a lot of stuff not making me go woo. It's
Yeah.
making me go
I agree. I
sorry,
agree. And then our main
sorry.
event was Sting and Darby Allin versus Koshika Takashita and the Powerhouse
Now what
Hobbs.
the hell does he got to do with Daly's place? That boy didn't debut till last year.
Yeah, Hobbs is the only one, and Darby. Even Sting. Well, no, Sting came in Daly's place. He was in towards the
No,
ending
he
of it
did, he
too.
did, he
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
He did. When he debuted, they had the snow effect and everything. It was cool
yeah.
when he came, but like still,
And
again,
Flair.
what? Like what?
Man, Flair tried. He tried. Poked the man in the eye. They gonna kill. They gonna kill Darby Allin. I think he actually did get hurt by that neck when he bounced. His neck bounced off that rope.
Maybe, maybe it looked cool, but maybe.
It was, and I sent it to Minion. I was like, "Yo, think about your older cousin, and you had a baby cousin, and that's exactly what
hmm
you done."
hmm hmm And then by the time he's 30, he's gonna tell you, "Man, I can't ride a bike no more. It was the
Kinda-
weirdest thing.
Man,
Got this pain."
my neck feels like I'm in the bat suit in the first '89 Batman. I had to turn my whole body to look. Oh man, AEW, what do you give it?
I don't see.
I'm gonna go C minus. I wasn't happy. I liked the Claudio Hangman. I liked the promos, but again, like you said, Joe needed to make an example of somebody, and he did not, and that pissed me off.
They made him look weak.
Yep, he looked like a little
He
beach.
stood in the ring for 5 minutes, told you don't disrespect me, and three grown men came out and disrespected him.
Yep.
And the only one who earned that was Swerve, but I could have expected it from Hook.
Yeah.
But he just stood there and took it from all of them.
Yeah.
Just like, what?
Yeah. So I go see minus. I was disappointed with this episode. Claudio and Hangman, I think was my highlight. Just
And
even though
none of
Claudio,
it made
but then
sense.
even
What the
Claudio is not
hell
part
is
of the
this?
daily place part.
No. But Claudio is a special case because him and Brody had a bond. I like there's
Yeah.
guys there that had a bond with him.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get
100%. Like Brody and him were very close. So yeah.
but excuse me, what is they just found a reason to put Adam Copeland on the show. Just found a reason to put these other guys with Peligro. You know what I'm saying? Just what the girls tribute to Dahlia's plays. I thought it was as a tribute to Dahlia's plays. I thought it was whack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then and all of a sudden, Anna Jay is a babyface now.
yeah, it's just all over the place. They need. I thought that after the pay-per-view and MJF that this was gonna be a new beginning.
And same shit.
It's just a mess.
Yep.
And that was the main show. Let me just tell you, I'm not watching Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I did watch Saturday. I didn't watch Friday because again there was a lot more wrestling to cover. Um. Yeah, I go C minus. I was not happy with Dynamite. Um. I wish I skipped it more. I wish I actually rewind, fast forward some of the stuff, but it is what it is. We go to WWE SmackDown. We kick off with Paul Heyman fails to fix. Um, so the scheduled matchup between Cameron Grimes and Grayson Waller never took place. It started as Soko Sakura and accompanied by Paul Heyman, jumped informal. Heyman painted SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis as the villain, and or him with the bloodline. So basically, AJ Styles and LA Knight and Randy Orton are going to be in a three-way against uh, Uso, Sakura, and Jimmy Uso, and they said they're going to get him another partner, but they didn't. They failed to get him another partner because they jumped Grimes in the back.
Mhm.
It was hilarious. Jimmy is great. Kick off our first match was Cruz de la Toro and Jacqueline Wild versus Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. Very solid match, very solid tag match.
No names. No names now.
Yes.
It's just Angel and Humberto.
And Angel and Humberto win.
Uh, I like that. Carlito came, caused a disruption,
Yeah.
and Santos took it away from the ring.
Yep. Yep.
And so they caught him.
Yep. Yep.
Solid match.
Solid
Just
match.
saying.
Really good.
It's good.
Really good. Bianca Belair versus Bailey.
I got one thing before we continue. Zelina need to get out of there. She needs to join. She needs to jump ship and choice sets.
Yeah.
That ship is going down, man. The LWO is going down.
Yes. Maybe she has. Maybe she'll have a reunion with her old friend of hers.
I'm just saying she got to break out that life preserver
Yeah. Maybe some man named Andrade will come back.
and join the good guy LWO.
I guess
You
so.
kidding me?
He gonna have his own financial thing. Like, nah, we gotta be evil too. You're just gonna have two kingpins going at each other. That's pretty much what it's gonna be.
I mean, kinda.
Yeah. Bianca Belair, Bailey, very good match.
That was I give credit. That was the women's match of the week. They gave them time.
Yep.
They had time. I think they had two commercial breaks.
Yes.
That was a long match, and it was basically a pay-per-view match.
Yes.
So,
Very good stuff.
and it had some story mixed in at the end.
Yep. Yep.
So, don't say they ain't give, don't say Billy ain't never give you that.
Yep. Yep. We got Logan Paul cutting the promo on Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens also called the promo. Kevin Owens gonna beat his ass.
He already somewhat beat
Yep.
his ass.
He got the shiner to prove it.
Yes, sir.
Bobby Lashley promo got interrupted by the new Final Testament. Yo, I swear to
What do
God,
you mean?
the pride
We
and
missed a
ta-
few things. We missed the office meeting with the Waller and Theory that set up the match
I did not.
because Hayes was in the office, remember?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And those two guys came in and interrupted, and then they set up a match.
Yes, they did. My bad. So I forgot that.
I think whatchamacallit, didn't Theory get hurt, or was it Melo that got hurt?
They
Because they
got
did the
hurt in the
spin.
beginning of the match. The later on the show.
All right. Later on, shit,
We also
gotcha.
had like the vignette of Tyler Bate and Butch saying that he may find a new name.
I mean, he doesn't have to have a new name. His name is Pete Butch Dunn. Anyway,
Anyway,
go ahead.
he gonna break some fingers when he comes back. That's what's gonna happen.
Hmm.
I
All
actually
right.
want them in the tag division. I think they're fucking great together. So let's
It'd be
do
great.
this. Yeah. So then we got the Bobby Lashley Street Profits, pretty much having a promo, and Paul Erling came out, and then the cross video aired, and then the name of the group is called the Final Testament.
Yes.
I
I
swear
saw
to
the
God, the
picture.
Pride and Final Testament were New Day names.
I think the Pride. I think it was,
I
wasn't it? Like
100%
legitimately
know the Pride
was.
was. I think the Final Testament was one too. And on the podcast when they were talking about the names,
Yes.
I
Yes.
swear I heard those two names being. I'm like, yeah, they taking New Day final names and putting it together. I think the team looks fucking cool. That's what I
Hmm.
could say.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
Yeah. It's about time. I think they do need to win. That's let's get that ball rolling.
Yeah, I agree. And Scarlet with the dark hair looks actually really cool. I like it. I like it. I like to see where they're going with it. I like Paul Erlering, so I'm cool with that. We had Carmelo Hayes versus Austin Theory. This ended in no contest because it was a springboard Spanish fly that landed wrong. They both it was both scared of them two both getting hurt, but they both pretty much gave a thumbs up that they're okay on Twitter or X, whatever the fuck you want
Man, listen, we already settled this.
to call it.
The app still says Twitter on my machine. I don't care what you call it.
Yes. And then our main event was Orton, Knight, and Styles versus um, Solo Sakura and Jimmy Uso. The Jimmy Uso.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Excuse me. When is he just going? He can't. No, he has to be called Jim Uso.
Jim
When
Uso.
is Jim? When is just straight up Jim? Like we need that.
Jim.
We
Jim
need that.
Uso.
Like he's
Um,
got to tell like the announcer. No, no, announce me as Jim Uso.
yeah. Um, good match. Very good. It ended with a shield power bomb to Jim.
No yeet.
No yeet.
No yeet.
SmackDown, what do you give it?
SmackDown. I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna give it a solid A.
That's
They
fun
brought
show.
it.
Yeah.
I say give flowers to Bailey and Bianca because that was a hell of a
Hell
match.
of a match. That could be main event easily.
Hmm. And I give flowers to Paul Heyman for his hilarity the entire episode.
Yeah.
I love the part with him trying to buy Carlito with an apple.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
You
The
know
apple,
why you
the
didn't call
apple is a
Apollo?
yes. The apple is a yes.
I was a little mad that they did not call Apollo.
True, true.
Remember, if you go back, he was talking to the tribal chief, and he offered friendship to him.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying,
And then he disappeared.
and then he disappeared. You could have brought back Apollo.
This is true.
He's a unofficial official bloodline person.
Hmm.
That would have been cool. If Sami Zayn came out.
This is true.
All right. Well, shout out to Sami Zayn. He actually has like a really like soft video of him and his kid at the last wrestling tour they did in Toronto. Oh, actually, I think it was the Chamber. Do you see him playing with his kid in the ring and stuff like that? That was actually kind of cute. So check it out.
Well,
I
I
did.
know why he's not wrestling because he would look like a mummy
Yeah.
because his head is busted up.
Yeah.
And come to the ring with the head wraps on,
Hey man.
the bloody wraps on his head. Like, damn it! I would like that as a figure, a bloody head wrap, Sami Zayn.
Yeah. I did watch Collision. I'll just run through it really fast. Um, Adam Copeland fought Lee Moriarty. It was an okay match, but you know who
That's
was gonna
cool.
win.
That's cool for Lee.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, that's
You
cool
know,
for
it
that
was
to
it was
happen.
it was a strong match. I gave him credit. It was good. Gates of Agony and Brian Cage versus the Righteous and Lance Archer is two jobbers versus jobber. Guess who won?
It's on a show where the Gates of Agony can win.
Yeah.
That's basically what it was.
Yep. They won. Um, Dustin Rhodes versus Willie Mack. It was an okay match. Dustin Rhodes wins. Adam Page versus J.D. Drake. It was an okay match, but very fast. Page wins. Red Velvet versus Deanna Peraza. Peraza wins. Match was a little sloppy, but Peraza showcased why she's who she is. Then you had Hook versus local talent. He got his ass kicked, and then the main event was FTR Daniel Garcia versus House of Black, and it was a solid match. It was solid. It was a solid 6-man tag. House of Black wins, and then there was some outside interference, and then they got some saving, and then Daddy Magic got his ass kicked.
Yeah, they had to
That was
save Daddy Mitch. They had somebody, and then somebody had to come save him.
yes.
Jesus Christ.
Then you had the Battle of the Belts. I did watch that too. And Ricky Stark and Big Bill versus Jericho and Sammy Guevara. Ricky Stark and Big Bill retain. Julia Hart versus Anna Jay. Julia Hart retains. Match was again sloppy, but it was what it was. I still say Julia Hart really needs to work on the backflip. Uh, it was a bad. She almost completely missed, but yeah, just work
Mm-hmm.
on it. You guys just gotta work on it, or just change your move up. One of the two. Orange Cassidy versus Princeton Vance. Princeton Vance also loses. Orange Cassidy retains. That was actually the better match of the three of the Battle of the Belts. Collision, I'll give a B plus just because Hangman's been on a roll. The JD Drake match was actually pretty solid, and the main event was pretty solid. Deanna Peraza seeing her was great, and then again, I wish they gave more time for Julia and Anna Jay. I think they were going somewhere. They getting good chemistry with each other in certain spots, and then you see the greenness of them in certain spots. So I guess more reps between them. Maybe this is where you benefit from house shows, like get them to work with each other because it has potential. And then the Orange Cassidy Prince Vance, that was actually a pretty solid match. So I'll go Collision. I'll go B plus, and Battle of the Belts. I'll go C because there was only one good match, and it was an extra hour that we didn't really need. All right. Um, TNA review. Did you watch the
Mm-hmm.
whole thing? The early matches too, or just
No,
show?
just the main show.
Okay, cool. I'll shout them out because I did watch them. The Digital Media Championship match: Tommy Dreamer versus Crazy Steve. Crazy Steve is the new champ.
Yeah,
Um,
this no, wait, that wasn't a part of the show. Oh, because it was only on the digital thing, right?
yeah, yeah,
So I know I saw that match. That was good.
that was pretty
That was
good.
good.
What you give
I
it?
love the end of the match with the forks.
Oh
He
yeah,
stuffed his shirt full of forks, and the crowd was chanting "Fork you, fork
yeah.
you."
What you give the match?
I gave it a 3.5 because I told you I took points off because the feud was bloody and violent, and the match was kind of comical, and it didn't reach that level
Yeah.
of like the seriousness
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought it should have went to.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go three with that as well. Eric Young and Frankie Kazarian, they fought Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers. Um, Actually, let me do it in order. Sorry. So the first match of the countdown was Rick Swan versus Steve McLean. Macklin. Pretty solid match. Very hard hitting match. Macklin wins. Did you see that one?
No, not the whole thing. So maybe like the second half.
I do give the match. I give it a 3.75. It was actually really solid. Pretty solid, hard hitting match. Yeah, Joe Henry interrupts AJ Francis with a new song, and then he got jumped by DJ Woo Kid and AJ Francis,
That was hilarious, dude.
the Cheese Knit
Just
champion.
because Just knowing who DJ Who Kid is, that just makes me laugh. And why couldn't AJ Francis be this guy? Why did they mess him up so bad? Because the way he was talking and the way he commanded his presence, he seemed fine.
Yeah, and then
Like
when
everything he was saying, it came out like a villain should, and I
yeah,
was buying it.
yeah,
So I had no issues with what he was saying,
and then
and
he
I
got the
liked
Joe Henry
the
show.
confrontation.
The
Yes, and
song
I
was
liked the
hilarious.
song, the Cheese It Champion. Yep,
Cheese Knit Champion.
yep.
Eric Young and Frankie Kazarian versus Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers. I did like the match. They are called the System. The group faction is called the System, and Edwards and Myers did win the match. It was solid. I'll give it a
Hmm.
4.
I agree. I agree. I thought it was a very solid match. Uh, I was surprised at the win though because I was expecting EY to win. EY and them to win.
Yeah, me too.
So,
But again, beginning of a faction, I knew they were gonna probably get wins.
and they
Uh,
hardly cheated. That was interesting though.
yeah,
I don't think they really cheated.
they weren't trying that hard. All right, we go to the main show, and we got the Knockouts Ultimate X match. We have Tasha Steeles, Ashley Edwards, Giselle Shaw, Jody Treat, Zaya Brookside, and Danny Luna.
Hmm.
Um, Match was crazy.
It was so much. They was going for it, man. They was climbing like little monkeys all over
Yeah.
all over that X for that title.
I'll shout
But
out.
they did a good ass job.
Yeah. I'll shout out
Say that much.
Minion. Minion was like, "There's three things I would not do in TNA if I was a wrestler." He said, "One, take Alexander's finisher." He was like, "Nope, that's out my contract. I would not do that." And then Ultimate X match is the other thing. He said, "I ain't climbing down ropes." And I agree with him. I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't want to
No,
climb to that
no,
shit.
no. He needs to do the match, but not climb and
Yeah,
still win.
yeah. He just has to be the one catching in the bottom.
Exactly.
He had good hands. Saw wins this match. I actually had her
Mhm.
winning this one
Mhm. Mhm.
because the way they've been building her for quite some time. So they've been making her like one of the main villains and stuff like that. So
And not for nothing, she ends up having a history with somebody who wins a match later.
yep,
So it
yep,
makes sense.
yep. What do you give it?
I give it a I give it a 4.
I
It
go
was
for it.
solid. It was
Yeah,
actually good. It was good.
it was good. PCO versus Dirty Dango and becomes a 6-man tag.
It was all right. It was silly, which it should be.
Yeah.
So I thought it served its purpose
Okay.
because it had a story going into it. So
Match was a little bit sloppy, but it is what it is. I'll go 3
I
with
go
the match.
yes, it's a solid 3.
We go to
It was a
knock.
palate cleanser,
There you
basically.
go. We go Knockouts Tag Team Championships. We got MK Ultra versus DK. The return of
The
DK.
returning decay. Yeah. I was gonna say I was sad, but you know what? I'm happy Rosemary's back. So whatever.
My only
Not even-
thing, and this is something I will say, is the fact that this is one thing TNA does need to start picking up is the women tag teams. Just the fact that I feel like I've seen this match so many
Yeah,
times,
yeah.
and I
No.
don't
Who
watch
did they
TNA
who
regularly.
did they win
And
the belts from? I think that's
no,
who they won the belts from.
no,
So yeah.
no, the
Did
other
they?
one, the blonde chick and fuck, I forgot her name. She's a blonde chick, and she was with the other one, that redhead, Luna. I forgot her
You
name.
said she was with Luna?
Yeah. No, no. I think they took it from DK.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. So yeah, I think you're right. So I feel like I just saw them fight way too many times, and I don't see TNA that often. So to me to see that, damn, I'm watching this match again. That's a little
Yeah, yeah,
problem there. So
I know what you mean.
I think they need to
But
develop more
to
tag
be
teams.
fair,
Yeah.
there was like a year in between, almost a year in between.
Yeah. No, they
To
fought
be fair,
before
because
that.
remember, she no Rosemary didn't exist
Oh yes, but they fought still in the same
when
style.
she lost. She turned into a different human being.
Yeah,
Well, she relinquished her host body. Excuse me.
and still had the
So
same moveset.
I guess, but she was still fun. I'm not saying I didn't like Courtney Rush. You kidding
Yeah.
me?
But it was a solid match. I wanted Killer Kelly and Slamovich to retain, but they did not.
Hmm.
Rosemary and Havoc win. I go three as well.
I go 3-5. I liked it.
Okay. X Division Championship match. You got Chris Sabin versus Kushida versus Elio del Vaquino.
Mhm.
Valkino is in this match just because they did announce the AAA partnership and stuff like that, so that's what adds him
Hmm.
into the match. He's just there, and this match was fun, very fun.
I mean, he was make it sound like he was just standing there. No, he was an integral part of the match, and it was cool to see him
Yeah,
interact with all the people there. It was good. It was good.
yeah, it was good.
A good ass match. I think for me, it might be one of the best matches of the night. So for me, it is a 4-2-5.
Four
Surprised
two
that
five.
Kushida didn't win,
I wanted Kushida to win. I did want him to win, but
but I liked how Chris Sabin won the match, so it was good. It
me
was
too.
good.
It was good. I'll go 4-2-5 as well. I thought this was one of the funner matches. Josh Alexander versus Alex Hammerstone. This
Yeah,
was
this
good.
was another one. This was a solid ass power versus technique type of match because although Alexander is a strong man, he is not Hammerstone strong. So it was good to see this. Also, I guess a lot of people's first, well, maybe not a lot because MLW, to be honest, run, don't they run like every week?
They do, but they're not local. They're not like advertised like TNA
No, but they're
or
on
yeah,
they're on YouTube,
yeah,
so
yeah. They're on
they get
YouTube.
views. They're not like something that nobody's ever seen.
Yeah,
So like I won't say a lot of people are seeing Hammerstone for the first time. I
yeah,
will say a different group of people
yeah.
are seeing him for the first time.
I'll say this is my first full match. I've
Hmm.
seen highlights. I've seen people that he defeated in MLW and things like that, but I have not watched him full, like have a full match. So this is my first time watching a full match,
Yes, sir.
and it was good. It was very good.
Solid match, and he
Uh,
had him sell. That's good.
yeah,
So just be some tank machine. He had to work with the working weapon, so
yep,
I
yep.
like it.
Alex Zeller wins, and I'll give this a 4-5.
Yeah, I agree. I think I think this is up there. Maybe tie with me for match of the night.
Yeah, I think so because I
Well,
have
no, you know what? Because I see what's coming up next, and I love the tag match.
me too, and I think that was actually one of my favorite
I think
matches
I'm
of
gonna
the
give it
night
a
too.
5. Yeah, I think this is my match of the night.
So next match is the four-way tag match. This is TNA World Champions Tag Team Champions. You have ABC versus the Radicals versus Grizzly Young Vets versus Mike Bailey and Laredo Kid. This is everything you want in a tag four-way match. They did everything to
Hmm.
they did everything and everything together, and it looked really fucking good. I think this was my favorite match of the night as well. I'm gonna go 5 with this one as well.
Yeah, I 100%. I'm going to 5. All four great teams, and they was hitting hard. They had personality in the matches. Like even commentary was on point. It was just good,
Yeah, it
just
was
good.
really good. I really enjoyed it, and I was also happy that they retained.
Hmm.
I like those guys.
ABC's killing.
Yep, one of my favorite tag
Best
teams this
members
year.
of the Bullet Club, I say.
It's the only ones I know. I forget they are in the Bullet Club.
They need to just be affiliated with Bullet Club Gold. I swear, because
Yeah. Well, they were with this guy too.
yeah, he left.
Yeah, and Jay White.
He
So
left, and then he formed Bullet Club Gold.
yeah, they should be part of it. But then again, I think AEW fucked up the friendship between them two, and that's the reason why they haven't been working there.
What?
They run TV shows. They run shows with competing against their pay per views.
Well, I mean, if you to listen to what's the boss thing in TNA,
Um, Scott Demore.
he had a speech with the AAA guy. He said, "This is what happens when there's no politics." So I don't think anything is sour.
Yeah,
He don't seem like that type of guy.
yeah. But then again, I think he has a bigger picture of who he wants to team up with.
Yeah, but he's just not there.
Yeah,
Remember, I'm talking about Bullet Club Gold. I'm not talking about
yeah,
AEW
in
in
general.
general. I'm talking
Yeah,
about the guy's not there anymore.
yeah. I wish.
This
I wish Jay White stood in TNA a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
We go to the next match is the TNA Knockouts Championship. We got Trinity versus Jordan Grace.
Another solid ass match. I didn't expect them to go this hard, but then again, how could you not with the juggernauts in there? So
I will say
I think this is a showcase match for Trinity. I think this is personally her best match, but I think it's her best match of like a mismatch, if you will, because when she fought Diona, it was more of a person okay, it's just gonna be a fair wrestling match. Sure, she has to watch out for the technique, but this is Trinity fighting somebody who could toss her around. You know what I'm saying? So I like that.
I will say this, and this is like just I've watched Trinity do a lot throughout the years and shit. I will 100% say this was probably her best match to date.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think they worked really well together. I think the strength comparison and stuff like that, they really sold it really well. Even like when she was trying to lock the finisher and the strength of Jordan Grace getting out of it and stuff like that, they did a really good job in that,
Mm-hmm.
and made me believe the fact
Yep.
that was she was that strong and stuff like that. So I thought they did a great job. Probably the best women's match this week. Probably the best women's match this month. Um, but they did a hell of a job, and they do have a. I saw spoilers. They do have a rematch on the first episode of TNA. So let's see
Okay.
where this
Good stuff.
goes. But
Good stuff.
475. Like I really liked this match a lot.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that.
I think I
I'll
like
ro-
this
I'll
more
rock with
than
a
the world title
475.
match.
Yeah, I think so. I agree.
So
And not to
um
say it's bad. It's to say this was that good.
yeah, it was that good. Like I'm not saying it was bad either, but it's just this one was that good. And then the little subtleties, like the selling of the submissions, but then her breaking out with the strength and then slowing it down when they needed to and things like that. I thought they did a really good job in this match. Also shout outs to the Elegance, Dana Brooke, Ash by Elegance.
You straddling the line there, miss.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
But I'm happy to see her.
You're in, yep. Good to see you working.
And then our main event it is the TNA World Championship match. You have Alex Shelley and you have Moose.
And there we go. We have a new TNA champion,
Yeah.
former Impact champion. Is he like two-time Impact champion?
Impact and TNA champion. The first
Yeah, I was about to say.
he brought back that belt. So he was
Yes.
self acclaimed TNA champion.
Yes. Yeah.
But it
The
was good.
wrestling guy.
Yeah.
The new wrestler.
Moose.
Sorry, JBL. Get out of here.
I I liked the match, but I thought this was not my favorite. I thought they had some good chemistry, but I thought that there was some things that just were a little off with it sometimes. But it was a good match nonetheless. I'm happy Moose won. I think I was more excited for the ending of the match than I was like for during the match, but um, it was good. It was just a solid. I'll go four with this one.
I think it was a good like story main event type of deal because Moose obviously has the new faction, and then there's Alex Shelley trying to prove himself because they had they had the fortune of having the good packages right before, so you understand everything. So I was getting where both sides were coming from, and then they had his group out there.
Yeah,
Now I don't know if I like the name the system
yeah,
because it's like overused. I feel.
yeah.
Just say.
It's better than the
Just say.
Pride in Final Testament.
Yeah, it's better than the Prime. No, the Prime, I could kind of, you got you. You know what? The Prime would work if you had what's his name from TNA, and he was on the Serengeti like he used to be. Oh man, Marcus Carvon.
um, and then the
But I
end.
thought it was a solid
Well,
match.
yeah,
So,
and
but
then
in the end,
yeah,
Moose wins.
and then we got Nick Namath.
Yes, sir.
come out.
Showing up. He just hopped on a plane from Japan and was like, "What's up?"
He showed up. Moose went to attack. He ducks, super kicks, and zigzags. And then he goes into the crowd and rips his shirt, and he has a TNA shirt on. I'm
So
actually
he is.
very happy with that signing.
Yeah, and good to see him.
We're about to see why he was the show. How he's gonna steal the show everywhere he goes. Is about to start really showing.
Hmm.
Very excited to see Dolph Ziggler or Nick Nemeth in TNA. I want to see what he does, and it's gonna be fun. So, what you give this match?
I'll give it the same. I'll give it a 4.
Yeah, 4. All right. Overall pay per view, I go 4.25 overall pay per view. Thought it was a
Yeah,
solid.
basically a B plus. Hmm.
Yep. Really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great pay per view. It didn't feel long. It didn't overstay its welcome. I felt every match had a good chunk of time. Jordan Grace and Trinity had a really nice chunk of time, and they did a really good job with that time. So, very happy. Shout out. I will just shout out the Battle in the Valley for the New Japan Pro Wrestling. I did watch it. But I did watch it per match. So I did watch Julia defeat Trish. Never see her name.
Oh,
Uh,
Adora.
Trish
Hmm.
Adora. That was actually a really good match. I never seen her before, so that was really good. I know she fought um
She was. She can be seen losing often in AEW.
yeah, I seen her versus Athena. Athena, she was one of the Athena's victims.
Hmm.
But I liked her style. I thought she was a solid technician, and it was fun seeing her wrestle. So I did see that. That was actually a good match. Um, what other matches I saw? I saw that one. I saw I saw the video package of Ali. He's gonna be working with Takahashi for at the Windy City Riot at April 12th. So that's gonna be fun. Matt Riddle and Jeff Cobb reunite as a tag team against Zack Sabre Jr. and Big Bad Tito. Eddie Kingston versus Gabe Kidd. They're double count out. They just beat the shit out of each other and then end up just not getting back in the ring. John Moxley and defeated Shingo. That was really good and closed out Naito. So he's looking for the IWGP World Championship. And Okada versus Osprey, another hell of a match. And this one, Okada wins. Um, Very fun show. If you're into New Japan, it was well worth watching. I'll give you that much. Let's go into podcasts we listen to, and I did listen to a few. I listened to Al Snow on Van Vliet. It was an older one, but I didn't get to listen to it, so I kind of went back to it. Um, he also had L.A. Knight this week again, and he had Steph D. Lander. That was actually really good too. So definitely check those out when you get a chance. Shout out to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. Also, they had their live event, which was fucking crazy. I saw some of the videos, and it looks like it was a hell of a lot of fun. But they also showcased a lot of the new figures that are coming out and all the new bendies. Dolph Ziggler has a bendy coming out, the Jay and Silent Bob bendies, which I might pre-order.
Oh yeah,
I'm looking into
I
it.
might have to get that.
They're up for now. They're up now for pre-order on the major bendy website.
Oh, okay. All right.
And
It
Ziggler is
says how
up
much
there
they
too.
have.
They're 60 for the two,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was also looking at the Dolph Ziggler one. I kind of want it.
Gotcha. Okay.
He actually has his gear that he wore that he's gonna wear at Snake Eyes because that's pre-tape.
Gotcha.
But yeah. And then we go to the wrestling retrospect. It's my pick this week. And let me look real fast and what they have. You know what? Let's make it easy. Make it simple. Did we pick Ziggler before? Yeah, we did. All right, so he can't be picked. Let's go with go with. Damn, we picked a lot of guys. I already like thought about three people and they all are on our list. So let's go. Let's go. God damn it. You know what? I kind of want to go more into this guy's matches just because I don't think we went really deep with him. Did we pick him? No, we did not pick him. All right. I kind of want to go more into his TNA career because I never really watched him in TNA, but I know he has a lot of shit with WWE and stuff. Let's go, Kurt Angle.
Okay,
I was surprised we didn't pick him.
this is true.
So yeah, Kurt Angle would be our wrestling retrospect. I,
Yes,
I,
sir.
I already know the match I'm gonna want to see just because I want to see when he just does a fucking flip on Abyss. So that's one match I'm gonna pick. I always see that in the trailers of his career, and he's always doing that big front flip into Abyss, and that was one thing I remember. But I'm gonna probably look more in his TNA career because I did not really watch him when he was in TNA. But I
Hmm
know he
hmm
had some classic matches there, so I'm probably gonna go more in that route. But yeah, Kurt Angle would be our wrestling retrospect. All right, you wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Babble. Thank you for listening. You can follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, and TikTok, or Merc the Mic. Also follow Red Cycle Link.
Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. Recycling Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. That is YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and we got a WordPress. So check it out.
Yep, yep. Peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Peace. Home.